The unexpected act of kindness story begins on a bright afternoon, outside a busy elementary school. Children are rushing out, laughter fills the air, but not all laughter is innocent. In the corner of the playground, a shy little girl struggles with her shoelaces. Other children begin mocking her, giggling and pointing fingers. Their voices sting, and the girl lowers her head in embarrassment. Across the street, a luxury black car is parked. Inside sits a man in his 50s, well-dressed, powerful, and respected, a millionaire CEO known in the business world for his ruthless strategies and sharp mind. But that day, his eyes were fixed not on a stock market report, not on a boardroom deal, but on a small child being humiliated. Something inside him stirred. Without hesitation, he stepped out, walked across the street, and in front of the laughing children, he bent down on one knee and began tying the girl's shoelaces. The laughter stopped. Silence filled the air. Nobody had ever seen a wealthy businessman humbling himself in such a way. The girl looked up at him with wide, tearful eyes. "Thank you," she whispered. He smiled gently, but little did he know, this moment was about to change his life forever. Asterisk the CEO's passed, and the girl's struggles that evening. The CEO couldn't shake off the image of the little girl. He was used to numbers, profits, and luxury, but her innocent eyes stayed with him. He began asking questions. Who was she? Why was she alone? Where were her parents? Days passed, and curiosity turned into concern. He quietly instructed his driver to gather information. Soon, the truth began unfolding. The girl's name was Emily, a quiet, reserved child who had recently transferred to the school. Her father had passed away 2 years earlier in a tragic accident. Her mother worked long hours at a diner, struggling to make ends meet. The CEO felt a strange connection. He had grown up poor, once bullied for wearing torn shoes. He remembered his mother's sacrifices, his father's early death, and the humiliation he faced as a child. That pain had fueled his ambition, driving him to become a millionaire. But somewhere along the way, he had buried those emotions under wealth and pride. Seeing Emily was like looking at a reflection of his own childhood, lonely, misunderstood, and mocked. Asterisk the shocking revelation one afternoon. The CEO invited Emily and her mother for dinner at his mansion. Nervous and hesitant, they arrived, unsure of why a man of such wealth would be interested in them. Over the meal, Emily's mother shared her struggles: late-night shifts, unpaid bills, and the constant fear of losing her home. But then came the moment that left the CEO stunned. Emily's mother revealed a photograph of her late husband, and the CEO froze. He knew that face. The man in the photo was his long-lost childhood friend, the only boy who had once stood up for him when others bullied him for being poor. The same boy who had defended him, who had shared his lunch when he had none. Tears filled the CEO's eyes. Emily wasn't just any girl, she was the daughter of the only true friend he ever had, the one he had lost contact with when life's paths separated them. The act of tying her shoelaces had not been random. It was fate bringing him back to the debt of kindness he had once received. Asterisk transformation, redemption, and life lesson. From that day forward, the CEO's life changed. He took Emily under his wing, ensuring she had the best education, the best opportunities, and the protection she deserved. He supported her mother, clearing debts and helping her rebuild her life. But more than financial help, he gave them time, care, and love, the things money could never replace. Emily slowly grew confident, her laughter returning, her spirit shining. The once ruthless CEO discovered something he had forgotten. The true wealth of life is not found in money, but in kindness, compassion, and relationships. At the end of the story, the CEO stands before his board of directors, delivering a speech unlike any before. Success is not about how high you rise, it's about how many lives you touch along the way. That little girl reminded me of who I once was, and who I should be. The audience, both in the story and your viewers, are left emotional, inspired, and deeply touched.